Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Daggerfall Unity, modded Daggerfall. And last time, we were in the middle of a Mages Guild quest where we have to try and hunt down a magical item, and we basically ran this task, this basic alchemy task for this individual here. We had to go retrieve some ingredients for him and bring them back to him. And actually, I tried recording this episode a little while ago, and I got interrupted, so I had to stop. But turns out there seems to be some sort of glitch going on with this quest, which I'm going to explain in a second. But for now, let's just talk to him, and we'll see what he says when we give him the ingredients. So he says, "Oh, it's you? Did you bring me the supplies I asked for? What? Alibor Greencliff would only give you a saint's hair? That crusty old goat. I'll give him a piece of my mind when I get out of here. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Listen, are you still looking for that warhammer? I ran across a reference to an old catalog from an exhibition of Andister Hearthwing's works. This catalog is in the Tower of Kinging. In fact, I can teleport you to the very spot if you like. You'll have to find your own way out, of course. Shall I teleport you to the Tower of Kinging?" So now, when we hit yes, he's meant to teleport us to the exact spot of the catalog that we're searching for in this tower, and he gives us a mace as an appreciation of what we did. Now, when I get teleported here, there's these two orcs. That's a very nice teleport there, buddy. Just throw me in front of those two orcs. But then, if you take a look here, there is no catalog. We're supposed to find a note. He's supposed to teleport us directly to a note, yet there is no note, which leads me to believe there's some sort of bug going on with the teleportation part of this quest here. So you can see these are the saves where I was trying to figure out what was going on. So this leaves me in sort of a predicament. I'm actually going to go ahead and, let me see, I'm going to set an anchor here before we do. I forgot to do that. That way we can get out of this dungeon that we're getting teleported to. And then I'm going to get teleported again. Take these orcs out. So the reason I'm in a predicament here is because, let me see if I want to take any of these things. I really don't have room, unfortunately, for much of this, but that's all right. I might remove this and try and take this. No. Can I take this now? I still can't take it. Oh my gosh. Leather just doesn't weigh very much, does it? We'll take some more of this now. So, the predicament I'm in now is, well, I could just accept the fact that he hasn't teleported me to the location I'm meant to go and search around in this dungeon for the item, or we could actually use a console command to fix the bug, I guess, and teleport to the quest item, which is what I'm tempted to do, just because I don't feel like wandering around another massive dungeon, which this one is. So that's what we're going to do. I know technically we're not really following in with roleplay here, but the fact that the quest is bugged is just frustrating. So what we're going to go ahead and do is do tele to... What is it? I'm not sure what the command is. I know there's a command to teleport to the quest item. Tele to queue item. And take a look at this. The quest item is in a completely different part of the dungeon than the part that he teleported us to, which I think might have taken a while for us to actually get to. So this is the quest item, and when we actually take a look at the quest item, what we find, let's see, about the Warhammer. This item no 476, the Warhammer. This Warhammer is one of Andister Hearthwing's lesser works, ranking below his famous wand of verbosity and craftsmanship, and not even close to a masterpiece of sheer audacity like Scissors of Styling. Interesting item name, I like it. In the years since Andister Hearthwing's death, this piece has dropped out of sight, perhaps held by some private collector. By the extant descriptions of it, this Warhammer showed Andister Hearthwing's distinctive style in the many small touches he puts on all his work. The embossed brass fittings with the signature stamp, the unusual choice of an enamelled finish, and especially the mellow amber sparkling along its exterior flow lines. So it doesn't tell us where to find the magical item. And when I was looking up this quest, when I found out the glitch, I found out that this is like the worst RNG you can get for this quest. There's only a 25% chance that you'll get a dead end like this, which is what we get here. So yeah, kind of a disappointing end to that whole quest line. And it's sucky, but we had to use the console, but it was a glitch. So I think what we're going to do is, we can't rest in here. We need to rest and then teleport back to our anchor that we set before we got through here. So he's stopping us from teleporting. So let's see if we can just... Oh, we can't rest still. Right, we need to find a spot to rest, so we'll have to go around the corner and kill whatever is stopping us. Oh, here we go. Enemy spawned. Okay. Oh, I can't... Oh my goodness. So we're going to go ahead and teleport out, and even though we didn't find the magical item, because... what is this? Let me throw that on. No, it's too heavy. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and cast the recall spell and teleport back out here. And because we're going to have to walk all the way to the exit, we could just use the console to teleport to the exit. Instead of going through this dungeon, but it is really quick to get out of here, and we already used the console once, so let's not cheat anymore. Let's only save the console for when there's a bug that we have to resolve. So what I was saying was, even though we failed to find the item, and the way it works, the reason there's a 25% chance of failing that quest, what I found out when I looked the quest up, is that there's I guess a 25% chance I pacified this archer using the etiquette skill. Very interesting. Even though there is a 25% chance, or there's a 50% chance that the person that we talked to in the first dungeon, Privateer's Hold, would tell us the location of the item. And there's also a 50% chance that the note in the second dungeon will get us where we need to go. So the fact that neither of them got us where we need to go there's only a 25% chance RNG that that's going to happen. But we won't fail the quest even though we didn't get the magical item, because the game recognizes, I guess, that there was no way we could get it because both of our potential leads were dead ends, essentially. So we're just going to go ahead. I really need to download Persistent Dungeons, as I talked about last time. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the Mages Guild, and we'll actually still get the reputation bonus, even though we won't get the magical item, which is really the goal of the quest, which would have been cool. But we did get one magical item for delivering that item that we talked about previously, which was the... I'm going to go ahead and use this to get up, which was the Alchemist's item. So we did get a magical item for that, which will be fun to identify. I think this is the way out. I hope so. Yeah, I think it's through here. Okay, no, let's get out. Ooh, I thought the game might crash there. Good thing it didn't. Okay, let's travel back to Daggerfall. And what we're actually going to do is do the next quest in the Cartographers Guild line, I think, which was the note that got mysteriously passed into our inventory last episode, which I said we'd read this episode. So after we go ahead and complete the Mages Guild mission, we're going to read that note and do that quest, I think. We also ought to sell all of the items sitting in our inventory, which we could do. Maybe we should do that while we're in Daggerfall, since there's a lot of places to go sell them. And then hopefully, I'd like to do a dungeon quest that we can actually complete. It's unusual to have multiple in a row like that just don't go the way that you have planned. But RNG has not been kind to us. And I believe if we had completed this mission, well, if we had gotten the RNG to complete the mission, you actually get rewarded with a magical item, which would have been interesting. Now, I'm not sure if our rank lets us identify items yet. I think it probably will. Or I'm not sure if there's a rank requirement to identify magic items. I guess we'll find out. So let's just save the game here. We'll go ahead and complete the quest. We couldn't track it down. We did our best, and we will still get the reputation gain, I think. Or is that affiliations? Reputation 11. So I think that means we get to rank up. By order of the Archmagister of the Iliac Bay, We're promoted to rank of journeyman. Awesome, so we got promoted 1 rank. And now, if we can find the person who identifies items, we can figure out this magical mace that we got from... we got this magical elven mace. Which, can we equip this? We can, actually, so we might want to keep it around depending on what it does. So this is buying spells. I don't know where the item identifier is. Making spells, no. He's teleportation, that's not going to be of use. Daedra summoning, no. Here we go, identify. So let's save the game here. And we'll go ahead and identify this item. It'll cost a lot of money to identify it. We'll do it. Elven Mace of Oblivion. Sphere of Negation. I don't even know what that does. How much is this worth, I wonder? We might just want to sell it, although maybe we should look at what Sphere of Negation actually is. I think I might do that. But what we're going to do now is... What time is it? It must be early evening. So we're going to go ahead and find a tavern to rest in. We're going to wake up, sell our items, and then we're going to do the quest that the Cartographers have given us, which is the random note that I received. Which I'll read to you all soon. Alright, so let's get a room. And we'll just rest for 8 hours. See what time that gets us to. It's still in the we have to rest quite a while longer, maybe another 6 hours. Okay. Alright, let's offload our items at Daggerfall Mail, which is to the northwest. Do we have some ingredients to offload as well? So maybe we should head to an alchemist after that. Wait, am I going in the right direction here? It was the northeast. Oops. Okay, here are the 2 shops, and I believe it's the one on the left that we want to go to. Or I think it's the one on the right, actually. Nope, it's not. I was right the first time. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and sell everything. Silver Claymore, we actually need to keep that. Steel Saber, that can go. That can go. Because we already have one. That can go. Helm. Yeah, we don't need that. That's the one thing we're keeping, just in case we need silver for some reason. And then in our wagon, I believe everything else we can sell. Quite a lot of gold now, that's quite nice. Let's check on... Oh, our mace. Can we not sell enchanted items? Can you not sell enchanted items? Is that why I'm not being allowed to sell it? I have these shoes that are worth almost nothing. I'm just going to get rid of them. I can assume I can sell this at the alchemist as well. So we're going to sell all these ingredients and the recipe at the alchemist. And if we might want to put some money in the bank just to free up inventory space. Do we already know where an alchemist is? There's certainly going to be one in the center of town, so let's just head there. Got an inn, we got a clothes store, 2 taverns. We are looking for the alchemist. Here we are. Not the best place to sell our items, but it will do. Here we are. It's not as if they were that valuable anyways. And as you can see, we still are quite encumbered because of a lot of the items that we have that we seem to be unable to sell. I wonder if a general store would take any of them, or a pawn shop, perhaps? We'll try the general store. Is there anything we can sell here that we couldn't sell before? Ah, we can sell this. Oh my god, holy. We're gonna hold on to that. That's extremely valuable. I'm not sure what the enchantment is on this, but it must be really good. We're definitely gonna have to look up what this is. So we're gonna hold on to that, actually. I think what we're gonna do is, let's do the quest, the Cartographers quest. I'll show you what the Cartographers sent us here, and we'll do that, I think. And then after that, we'll end the episode, and I will look up what that item does, that Sphere of Negation active does, and if it's something we want, we'll keep it, and if not, we can sell it at a general store if it will give us a good price. So here's the letter I got from the Cartographers. The Cartographers have assigned me to accompany you on a pathfinding exercise in Daggerfall. Please meet me in Inner Star of Kinnereth so we can go together. The destination will be the Ashwing Farmstead, and the exercise must be completed within 30 days to maintain your standing with the association. Wonderful. So, let's head out of here. And let me remind myself of the name, the Inner Star of Kinnereth. Okay. The Inner Star. Okay, wonderful. Let's head over. Okay, I'm not sure where they're going to be, but let's ask about them. Okay. This person doesn't like me. Hello? Ah. Here we go, thank you. Okay, so it's this building over here. Alright, the cartographer is somewhere in here. I assume this is the person. We're gonna save before we talk to them. Ah, Tishan, I'm glad you made it. We need to go to the Ashwing Farmstead. It's a bit of a walk, so you'll have plenty of time to observe your exploration technique. I'm ready when you are. Alright, well, let's head over. Again, this seems like a quest that would be enhanced by tedious travel. Another reason maybe I should get it. So I think that's something we're going to want to incorporate into our playthrough, I think, in the future. Because right now, look, this quest is extremely simple. All you have to do is just arrive here, and that's kind of lame and not that difficult. Yes, indeed, this is the right place. Good work, Tishan. Let me give you your payment. This may have been training, but we don't want you to feel like you're wasting your time. Or we've been wasting your time. I promise you that once you've risen in rank, you won't have to deal with our meddling any longer. I'll head back to the Inner Star. Take care. Okay. So we completed that quest, so hopefully we'll hear from the cartographers again soon, and they'll have something new and interesting for us to do. So I think this may be where I leave off the episode. I think it's a pretty short one, but what I'm going to do is figure out what that item does. There's 3 things I have to do between this episode and the next one I'll post. First, I'm going to figure out what the enchantment on our item does. The second thing I'm going to do is I remember that we received a note about a Daedra hiding away in a nearby encampment, and I forgot to record down what encampment that was, which we need to record down because the note actually disappeared from our inventory, and we might want to try and head over there once we actually have a weapon good enough to kill a Daedra, if we can get a weapon within the time frame. So I'm going to go load an earlier save and get that. And the third thing I think I'm going to do is going to be perhaps to download the tedious travel mod just to make some of these quests that we're doing a little bit more interesting, with perhaps some encounters along the way to certain places. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and next time we'll have some new and interesting things to do.